Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So we got some spooky nails today. I figured I would show you real quick. That's Madam Glam's Friendly. That's the nude sheer base. I'm gonna be doing 2 coats of that. Nice and even. Nice and even, 2 coats. I'm going to try my luck at some Frenchies here. This is that, I think everybody's doing it. It's the mummy look, right? So I think there's 2 Frenchies in this one. Yeah, I love Madam Glam syrup gels. I don't even think they make, I think they do make this one. But they're like the best. They've got the greatest like consistency. Sometimes I'll do 2 coats, sometimes I'll do 1, depending. Of course, we know Madam Glam, they cure in an LED lamp for a minute. I have their Elio Pro. I don't have their latest one. I think it's where you can fit two hands in there. I just have the one that is the I guess the older one. So yeah, picking up fluff. God, fluff is everywhere, eh? I always say it's free. It's free here. I don't charge for it. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so this is, I don't know if I'm going to do a press-on set. There we are. Sorry, I'm learning this whole video over video. Yeah, so basically, to do my Frenchies, so what I do is I generally matte top coat. I'll show you here right away. Actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and paint with this guy. Yeah, it's beautiful. This is part of their cremes and their shimmers. I guess it's like a cream shimmer. They came out with them in the summer, I think. I got a few of them, but this one's my favorite. So basically 2 coats of this guy, and I'm just trying here to make it as like even as possible. I'm showing you here real quick that like this is the one that you draw in, right? So basically nice and thin and even. Okay, Barb, overkill. Come on, in the lamp. So I do 2 coats of that. And then I think on the second one here, I'll be like making it swirl weird. So here's my one nude. He's back. I think I bring the other one out. Yep. And I like that little duck there I've been using. So this is Nail Sugar's Diamond Dust. I have it in a pot, but I like to have this just on my desk because you only need a little, right? And if you're putting a shimmer behind the nude, which is what I'm doing, I just tap it on like this. Yep. Gloved finger. It's just enough to give a little shimmer in the background. Nothing, overly crazy. And you can kind of see, yep. You can kind of see it's like kind of like an orangey background, this one. It just gives a nice little shimmer. And, I always tell people whenever I do their nails, you have to leave with some sort of glitter. And they end up doing this because it's subtle, it's easy, it's behind, you know what I'm saying? So, and because I'm going to do a Frenchie, I'm going to be matte top coating, right? So I'm just making sure that it's even. And once you rub it, the little glitters lay flat. So I have those gems in the background. I got those just last week. They're beautiful. I think they're called Midnight Blacks, and they're like deep purples, and they've got some AB in there. So this is Madam Glam's matte. So I'm going to basically float it, okay? I'm going to try and show you here that I'm floating it on top. Okay, so because I'm going to contaminate that brush. But this is my bottle that I use for my Frenchies, so it generally knows that there's a little bit of glitter on this one. Whoop, see? I'm wiping it off there. I'm just checking. Ah, crap. Yep, flew. There we go. See, I don't know if you can see a little bit of shimmer there. This is a little different recording like this. I'm laying in my bed. It's quiet, and somebody said for me to cover my head. See, I'm showing you there that there's a little blob on there, and I'm floating it. Yeah. This is because I want to keep the glitter where the glitter is. But like any glitter, this is what I was trying to say before. When you rub it, it's basically forcing the glitter to lay flat, right? So that's what we call burnishing. We rub it in, it lays the glitter flat. It looks like amazing, but so there's sugaring where you sugar it, right? Or what you call it? Like when we do with acrylic and we make sweater nails, right? Embossing it, like it gives it that look. But that's a sugar, whereas what I did there was more of a press, right? A glitter press. See how I kind of crisscrossed just with the brush, because this is my second coat and I don't want it to go crazy. I do go in with my liner for, you see how I put it down on the palette there? I'm gonna basically like line through it so that I know, and of course you know, there's little ridges there, then you put your eyes in, right? Make it look like the bandage, but of course we're a pearlescent, so we're a fancy mummy. I was thinking about putting eyelashes on there after, but there. So in the lamp, full minute, Madam Glam. I've talked about it before, about how they're changing their formulas. It's evident. So I think it's going more like the Korean gels. They're very pigmented. They can be very pigmented. It's almost like they have like an oily texture. Like their black is different from the last batch of black I had. So here I'm getting my long liner brush. I think this is a 25. I have them all different sizes. Obviously I find it easier to do a French with a longer liner. Now I'm just wetting it a little bit so that it's, see how I'm doing that? I'm kind of like, well, I'm mixing it in there, but I'm trying to get my brush kind of loosey-goosey. And I notice it's different holding this duck. You know what this duck is? I got it from the Asian market years ago. It's for chopsticks. Yeah, but it's perfect for holding a tip. Or I actually use them to lay my brushes on, right? We bought a few. The kids love them. We'd always go get fancy bowls for our rice and stuff. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love that market. But yeah, so it's a little bit difficult to hold. Like, it's different. I shouldn't say difficult. So what I do is I check the sides. Yeah. I'm going to just curl it a little bit more. And then I do use the bottle just for the tip to give me, extras. But you see, I'm like looking at it all angles because, right, I'm telling you that you can flip your customer's hand around. It's okay. Backwards, right? The thumbs, look at it from different angles. And if I point it down, like, I can actually see, like, it looks like an edging. And that I can see is both the same width. I don't know if that makes any sense, guys. But, so yeah, I'm basically showing you it's my 12 now. just loaded it right up. This way I'll be able to give the crisscrossy lines, like I'm gonna, once I fill it all in, of course, I'm gonna give it the little wiggles so that it looks like it's, yep, there. Doop, doop. Some on the side, maybe, just touching it. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Overkill, hey? Double check, triple check. So today I'm only doing the 5. I do go back tonight and I basically do it a little bit of the opposite. So I'll do the thumb being a Frenchie, right? And then go like that. And so my other set is 3 Frenchies. So it matches. Because some of them I think I end up doing matte and the Frenchies I do shiny. Because I want you to see the glitter, right? But there again, see how it's different? I'm gonna just, and then I look at it again. See? You can kind of see on the edge, right there. Yeah. I'm watching. Yeah, same. So then when I pull it down, it's basically the thickness of the brush. So I have different brushes with different thicknesses, right? But I know that because these are long nails, I want at least that to go 3/4 of the way up the nail. Not all the way. I know some people do Frenches where they pull that smile line all the way to the edge. This is about 3/4. I do that sometimes with square nails. I don't know. It looks different. It looks neat, but this I'm kind of keeping pointy. Like I'm liking the pointy with the pearlescent there. I didn't even think I could have even chromed on top of that. That new pearl chrome that I got. See, I'm gonna make some lines here. Just kind of show you there. See how I did that? I'm kind of looking, and that I'm looking like down the barrel, and I think I noticed on the. Oh, I didn't do it. I think I'm a little bit off on this one. See it? Oh, yeah. If you go back there, you'll see it's like on the one side. You can see more than the other side. Let's see how off it is when it comes out of the lamp. So I'm kind of just tidying up here. I'll let you see here. Do I add a little bit more stripes? Yeah. You don't have to, I'm telling you, but I'm going to. I'm going to kind of, because I like that texture, right? I mean, you could mix like a mixing gel in there and kind of make them like raised, but I thought, oh geez, hey, it just sneaks in wherever. I'm good. Oh. Had a little moment there. So all my puppies laying beside me stretching. Sorry if you heard the see, I kind of liked it raised. Those back ones there, I add on the pinky, I end up adding green to the eyes instead of white. I was just kind of showing you the difference there. But so what I did was I made a little concoction, and I kind of show you. It's basically there. Oh no, I'm showing you. This is the glow in the dark. And at first I was going to sprinkle it on. And then I thought, ooh, I don't know. I don't want to screw it up because I didn't sprinkle it on those back two. So I decided I changed my tune right here. I'm like, no, I'm going to not sprinkle it on. Because this is turning out to be kind of a really, pearly looking one. I'm thinking, I don't know what it's going to look like if I, you know what I mean? It's going to look all dusty. Oh, okay. So here, I bought these little things from the dollar store. They're for contacts, but I use them for like the, pigmented stuff. So this is my green. And what I did was I used a neon. I'm telling you there what I did. I used the neon, like the highlighter, green gel polish, and I think a yellow one. And then I added the green pigments. And then I added white gel polish to make it a little thicker. And then I add, this is the glow in the dark, and it's a blue glow in the dark. Blue or purple, one of the two. Anyway, so this I keep kind of like thick like that. You see? I'm kind of showing you how thick it is there. Yeah, so the eyes glow. So I'm going to, got my dotting tool there. I'm going to do the black ones in the corner there. They only have black gel paint. I love their gel paint, and you know what? They've changed the formula. This is my newest bottle. I have another one, and I'm thinking it might be the older one that I didn't open. I opened this one, and it was a newer one. It took me a whole year to go through that. And I just love it. It's, I love it more even now. Like everybody's coming out with a gel polish or gel paint, that is tack-free, right? And I'm basically telling you, I'm not doing them straight. Like they're wonky eyes, right? Just put a set of eyes anywhere there you feel. Doot, doot. 2 different sizes. And of course, because they're like ridgy, right? You gotta just make sure they're an eye. But one smaller, one bigger, I usually go. That's where I was thinking the lashes would have came out cute. I should have did these ones with lashes and then the full ones, the boys. But yeah, so you can't really see that glitter just yet. Well, I guess you kind of can, but if you zoom in, you'll be able to see it. It looks really good matte as well. Like it gives that sheen, but I would have done the whole nail. I don't end up using those gems in the back is what I was trying to tell you earlier there. I bought these brushes. Yeah, the silver and the black brushes. I don't mind them. They were just cheap. This is Dorta. I don't know how to say her last name. She's taught me so much with flowers. Like I go to her channel all the time and just watch flowers. She's amazing. Yeah, see? So I'm painting that little guy. I'm just adding where it was white to the black, and then that was the pinky, right? And then I end up doing like half matte and half shiny, and yeah. So I'm glad I make that little green one. I'll mix that now right till after Halloween. And then sometimes I'll keep adding and I'll just use that for like leaves. Like when I highlight my leaves in the summer, so I'll have that one just constantly going. I'll just keep that vibrant green going. Because it's kind of thicker, right? It's not syrupy. I'm not going to paint the whole nail is what I'm saying. I'll use it for just small details and stuff. But those little things are great. They come in like a little 5-pack from the dollar store. I was like, you know what? It's just enough to keep it. You know what I mean? I can keep it. It's there. I'm like, what's in the right eye? One green eye and one nothing. But you know what I mean? Like I've even thought, well, I could put gems in there, like I could pre-make, but nah, can't see in there. I'd rather just I use one of those clear things when I'm pre-making my... See, I'm telling you here, one of each. There's my little gem on the top of my top coat. I have like one of those rolling tray things with 3 trays. And all my like bases and top coats go in there. And of course you're looking down, so you just see the top of the lids, right? So I know that each gem I have means a different thing. So this gem basically means that I've done it with glitter. And of course Madame Glam's thicker, right? I just love that. It's thicker. A lot of times I can just do the top coat over a glitter that lays down flat. Majority of the times I usually throw a base on and then a top, but if I'm in a rush, I have no problems just throwing a top on. It's thicker. The Born Pretty I use is a little bit thinner. Well, it's a lot thinner. They're super top coats. I was like amazed when I first tried. I was like, wow, these guys are thick, and that's what I like about them. They right away, they're not, look at that brush. I just love their new brushes. Look at that. See? Oh, there's that shimmer. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's Miss Jo. Of course, of course. Okay. There we go. Here's some matte. Super cute. That's the old brush, but it's still a good brush. You see how it just splays over that. And of course, if I do my own nails or my daughter's, I make sure that splaying kind of just goes across the free edge, and that's my capping. Then I'll kind of file it a little bit on the edges, right? To kind of like smush in that cap. It's almost like it's like a sandwich. It smushes it when you cap the edges like that. You can't really see, zoom, 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 but it's like curling over the edge on the bottom areas, at least. Well, the tip, it's all the way through, but. So these were, I think they're the medium stilettos, or they're the long almonds. I can't remember. I just got that new batch. There, I'm just kind of making everything look nice here. See? Show you everything that we used. I was like, well, did I use that glow in the dark? Well, not really, and I didn't use the gems. I was thinking, oh, that would have been cool with those purpley eyes, but look, I'm like, well, I didn't really use that. I pull it away. Watch. See, pretty. Well, guys, if you enjoyed this and you want these kind of like the ones, I have absolutely no problem. I am horrible at editing, guys. This is the first voiceover, so I hope you bear with me. Leave me a comment. What do you want to see from me? Tell me how you're doing. If you like this kind of layouty stuff, and hit the notification bell, like, subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. I am going to be around. I don't have a schedule as of yet. I'm still kind of organizing, so please, please, please bear with me. Oh, I'm trying to show you here real quick before time's out. See how it glows? I'm trying to catch the eyes, because sometimes you can see the eyes, but I think I have to put them in the light more. Yeah, see, I'm trying to show you there. It is glowing. It is glowing. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. And I will see you again. Okay? So take care. Bye.